come pump with me. All right, so we are trying out the Momcozy mobile breast pump. This is my first pump. I think this was around maybe like 3 a.m. I want to start by saying make sure that you insert the flanges. So you are not going to really be able to operate this particular breast pump without choosing one of the flanges. It's not like one of those breast pumps that you can just use it universally, and then if you need the flange insert, you can. I also want to mention that I might have pumped like 3 or 4 hours before this particular pump. However, I feel like this was pretty decent considering the circumstances. It did not limit the output that I would normally get from pumping, and we appreciate that to the fullest extent. As you can see, I think I ended up with about 9 ounces with this one pump. So this is the second pump. This is probably about 4 to 5 hours later. That late night pump and that first morning pump are most often that window apart from each other, so they are like my largest outputs of the day. You'll start to notice that I'm probably pumping a little bit less as we get to those every 3-hour pumps that come later in the day. And so as you can see, that is one side. And I want it to be as realistic as possible. My left side is like my overproducer. I'm probably always going to get about 4 to 5 ounces from it every time. My right side is up in the air sometimes. Sometimes it can be like 1 to 2 ounces. Sometimes it can be like 3 ounces. It just really depends on what she feels like that day. And that's perfectly fine with me. Now, I do want to note that there was not any nursing in between any of these pump sessions. So this is solely 24 hours of nothing but pumping to express milk. And so as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit lower. I think this was about 4 ounces and the other one was probably about 2 ounces. With every pump, I get a minimum of about 5 ounces every time. Every once in a while, I get less than that, but that is like very far and few between. Again, I like how easy it is to pour this with one hand. I do feel like sometimes it's never that easy and it's always a struggle. But I like how easy this makes it for sure. And again, as you can see, we're just expressing that milk and pouring that milk. There is a little bit of spill out from the flange insert, so just make sure you're taking your time with that. And so as you can see, this is about another 5 to 6 ounces, I believe. And we're getting closer to the last few pumps that would equate to 24 hours. Yeah, y'all see right there. Okay, take your time because I said it was easy to use with one hand. But let's also keep in mind that we just got to kind of take our time because milk will spill everywhere. And there's no use in crying over spilled milk, but I'm just saying, y'all know the work. And so this was because I didn't have the inner silicone piece on right. I thought like my right side just didn't have anything to offer. No, guys, it was because I didn't have the insert in there right, and I later got it together. Yeah,